Hey guys, so today we're gonna make flan. It's not a very difficult dish or pudding to make, but we'll go through it. First, we'll put 1 cup of sugar into a pot. Then we'll take that pot and put it onto the stove. We're gonna keep stirring this sugar because we want to create caramel. Now, once the caramel begins to clump together, we're gonna use our spatula or whatever utensil that you use to stir it to break down the clumps until the caramel becomes smooth. Once the caramel becomes smooth, we're going to pour it into a pan for our flan. And using the caramel bit by bit, we're going to be moving it around the pan. Now be careful because the caramel is really, really hot. You might want to use a dish rag or dish towel. We're going to be moving it around, coating as much as possible. We're going to be using all of the caramel that we made because that's an essential factor in the flavor of this pudding. Now, once we're done coating as much as possible, we're going to leave it on top of the stove to chill. Next step is breaking 5 eggs into a blender. Now, I only chose personally a blender because it was a lot faster and easier than doing it by hand. But you can do it however you want as long as you get the result that you wanted. Now, after I put in the 5 eggs, I poured the 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Next, we are going to pour our 2 cans of evaporated milk. Now, the brand I used was Kirkland Signature Evaporated Milk. This is just a personal choice. You can choose whatever brand of evaporated milk that you want to. After the 2 cans are done, I used Magnolia sweetened condensed milk. Again, you could use any brand that you want. This is just a personal choice. Once you're done with the 3 cans, you're going to put the lid on and put it onto the blender for 5 seconds. This is just how long I do it, for 5 seconds. Nothing less, nothing more for me. Once we're done, we're going to pour it into the pan with caramel. And I would also prepare a large pot big enough that the pan of caramel will be able to fit in it. And this pot will be 2 inches deep of water. It's a makeshift boiler, but also known as baño Maria or Maria's shower in the Hispanic community. This is just to create the pudding in the oven. Now, I would preset the oven for 350. When it is ready, you are going to put in the pot of water that is containing the pan of flan. And an hour and 40 minutes later, we're going to take it out and put it onto a rack to chill for about 30 minutes to an hour. It depends on how hot or cold your room is. I do not recommend you put it into the freezer or refrigerator. It tastes differently. Now, when it is chilled and not warm anymore, you're going to flip it over, and it is very difficult to flip it, so I recommend you get someone who has experience to flip it. And you're going to shake it a little. You don't want to break. The flan is very fragile. Once I was done, I decided to get the opinions or critique from my parents to see how they thought it turned out. ¿Cómo está? ¿Te gusta?
Está bueno. Está dulce.
Pero no dice, ¿te gusta? Nomás como un pedazo y nomás dígame cómo mejorar. No, lo puedes decir en español y yo lo cambio.
Muy bueno.
¿Qué te gusta? ¿Cómo lo puedo mejorar?
Smooth. Tiene que estar así, smooth.
Oh.
Que esté suavecito. Es cream. Que esté como cream.
Como crema. Y no como sientes pedazos de azúcar.
No, has to be like cream.
Oh.
¿Cómo le llaman? Creamy?
Creamy?
Cremoso.
Cremoso.